Hi, y'all. As you might know, I typically prepare these episodes the day before they're published. So, as I get this ready, I don't yet know how the 2024 U.S. presidential race turned out. Many places around the country offer early voting, and I sure took advantage of that because I remember standing in line for hours to vote in a hotly contested presidential race some years ago. Nowadays, Mr. Bowers and I are old enough to request ballots by mail if we want, so no lines involved there at all. Anyway, we did our part, and now we'll see how it all shakes out. So, let's take a look at this day in history for November 6th. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for November 6th. November 6th is the 310th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 311th in leap years, with 55 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is initialism. An initialism, also sometimes called an alphabetism, is an abbreviation formed by initial letters, like FAQ for frequently asked questions, TBA to be announced, or FBI for Federal Bureau of Investigation. Initialisms that can be pronounced as words like NATO, ASAP, and CAPTCHA are called acronyms, and acronyms that are formed from already existing words are called backronyms, like we may have talked about recently with the Patriot Act. Today, though, we're looking at initialisms. And with that, this is the birthday of Charles Henry Dow, born November 6, 1851. He co-founded the Dow Jones and Company and also co-founded the Wall Street Journal and invented the Dow Jones Industrial Average as he was researching market movement. A school of thought known as technical analysis and studying stocks developed as a result of Charles Dow's work. He died at a relatively young age of 51 from a heart attack. This is the birthday of American composer John Philip Sousa, born November 6, 1854. Known as the American March King, he wrote such marches as the Stars and Stripes Forever and Semper Fidelis, which is the official march of the United States Marine Corps. John Philip Sousa lived to the age of 77. Abraham Lincoln was elected as the 16th President of the United States on November 6, 1860. He only got 40% of the popular vote, but it was a four-way race, and he did beat out the other three: John C. Breckinridge, John Bell, and Stephen A. Douglas. President McKinley was reelected as 25th President of the United States on November 6, 1900. His vice presidential running mate in that election was Governor Theodore Roosevelt of New York. Sadly, President McKinley was assassinated the following year by a deranged anarchist. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, and actor Glenn Frey, born November 6, 1948. He was a founding member and co-lead singer and frontman of the rock band The Eagles. He also enjoyed success in a solo career. Between his time with the Eagles and his solo career, he logged 25 top 40 singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Glenn Frey passed away in 2016 at the age of 67. Today's song is The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey. Written by Harold Faltermeyer and Keith Forsey, it was recorded by Glenn Frey for the 1984 movie Beverly Hills Cop. The Heat Is On was released in the movie's soundtrack and as a single. The music video for The Heat Is On got quite a bit of airplay on MTV at the time, and the St. Louis Cardinals did a remix of this song when they went to the World Series in 1985 to face the Kansas City Royals. The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.